welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The run inside. It's Cobb. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Reed. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the DB never even backpedaled. He never even thought that receiver was running deep, and that's why he was able to put his foot in the ground, and he smothered that curl route, knocking it away.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Back to pass, it's Reed. Going long. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Right back to him on the ground. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. The type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. At the 35, he's loose. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. That's caught. It's Kane. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man all by himself. Shakes a man and he might take off. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Now trying to power it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
See if they can even operate in this noise. They're going to run it. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Reed throws for the tight end. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. All the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help.
Here's a little room there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Makes the grab on the left. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Here's Reed to throw. Makes the grab. It's Horton. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Running inside. It's Cobb. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gets it away. It's a laser and maybe no chance for a return. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Gives it on the option. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Craver. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Man, a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wide receiver going in motion. sings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
Throwing Reed. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Reed. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. A&M comes back out with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Looking to the end zone, it's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Reed. Caught in the backfield. It's Bussey. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And he's going to bring this one out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The run inside. It's Cobb. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Reed. Pressure coming. Working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Reed to throw. Fakes to grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. 4th down, Reed. Working that left side now. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Brown wants to pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. You got to take care of the football, big fella.
They'll move the wide receiver. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Reed. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time it's complete. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for 6. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Reed unloads to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Arrington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Under fire. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Reed fires to the wideout. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Edwards.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On target to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He has just never been able to get into a rhythm in this game. He's already thrown 3 picks. He's been hit a lot. That time throwing off his back foot forces another incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Auburn sends out the punting unit. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll field the punt. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
There's some room. Makes it past the marker. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Aggies.
can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that.
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Looking for a deep man. Upstairs to make the catch. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The run inside. It's Cobb.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. The give on the option. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Gonna let it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equally. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He wants to change this route. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Throws to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the back. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Takes it the other way.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. What a huge play. What a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now, touchdown, Texas A&M. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Using his feet. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the 4th. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. 1 play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Running inside, it's Cobb. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Brown wants to pass. Looking left. It's caught downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throwing Reed. Grabbed in the middle. It's Craver. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Aggie. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive, and they can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run.
He lofts one down the sideline. Goes high to pull it in. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's a give to Washington. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Brown will throw it. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Works it ahead for 6 yards on the play. That'll be enough for the first down, and it also takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Kane. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense with a huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Fielded in the end zone, it's Arrington. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Punting on first down. But why, though? Punt on its way, and it is one soaring into the sky. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Brown wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw it again. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting that.
Fires toward the end zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. But forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
After that incompletion, there is...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the final drive of the game comes up empty. You want to talk about building confidence?